Hello there. If you're a man entering or already beyond your 50s, you may have started noticing subtle changes in your body. Perhaps your sleep isn't as deep as it once was. Maybe you're waking up 2 or 3 times each night to urinate, or you simply feel that your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. These aren't signs of weakness. They are gentle whispers from your body asking you to pay attention. As a prostate specialist who has worked with thousands of American men over the past 2 decades, there's one thing I see again and again. Many men are unknowingly repeating morning health habits that slowly wear down the prostate. The morning is a sacred time. It's the moment when your nervous system resets, when your body receives its first source of energy, and when the rhythm of your entire day is established. But the very things we do without thinking, reaching for our phone, brewing our coffee, skipping breakfast, can become invisible punches to our well-being if we're unaware of their effects. I'm not here to give you a cold checklist. I'm here to tell you stories. Stories of men just like you. Stories like Walter's, a 67-year-old retired engineer who thought he was in great shape until he landed in the ER with urinary retention after taking over-the-counter cold medicine. Or Tom, 70 years old, who had eaten bacon for breakfast every day for 40 years. Until poor sleep and constant nighttime urination finally made him stop. And I want you to know you are not alone. The urgency, the nighttime trips to the bathroom, the fatigue, the pressure in your lower belly. These are common experiences in men with prostate challenges. But here's the good news. There's something you can do. And it doesn't begin with a pill. It begins with your habits, especially the ones you practice in the morning. Let me walk you through 12 morning health habits I've seen change lives, for better or worse. Not taking time to relax and breathe deeply. When you wake up and immediately reach for your phone, turn on the TV, or jump into work, your body reacts as if it's under threat. The stress hormone cortisol surges through your system. And the real concern is that cortisol doesn't just affect your mood. It also triggers inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate. Chronic inflammation is one of the underlying causes of prostate enlargement, leading to frequent urination, nighttime waking, and pelvic discomfort. I've seen many of my patients transform their nighttime symptoms simply by adopting one gentle habit: spending 10 minutes each morning in deep breathing meditation or quiet stillness. When you give your nervous system space to reset, the body enters a healing state. And in that calm, your prostate finds relief too. Start your morning with breath, not stress. It's the first gift you can give to yourself. Even if you think you don't have time, remember, peace doesn't require hours. It only needs your attention. Sit by the window. Listen to your breath. Let your shoulders drop. These tiny moments of stillness don't just support your prostate. They reshape the way you carry yourself through the entire day. Skipping water in the morning. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. During the night, your organs continue to work. Your kidneys filter blood. Your liver processes waste, and your cells repair themselves. But by morning, your internal system is waiting for hydration. Your bladder and kidneys are ready to flush out the toxins that have built up overnight. And yet, what do most people do? They reach for a cup of coffee first. Coffee, though comforting, is a diuretic. It stimulates urination, but it doesn't actually hydrate you. In fact, starting your day with coffee instead of water may cause your urine to become more concentrated. This concentrated urine can irritate the lining of your bladder, increase urgency, and contribute to pelvic discomfort, especially for men with an enlarged or sensitive prostate. That's why one of the most effective and overlooked habits for prostate health is simply drinking a glass of warm water first thing in the morning. Warm water gently wakes up your digestive system, helps flush the urinary tract, and reduces the risk of irritation. It also supports smoother bowel movements, another key factor in relieving pressure around the prostate. Some of my patients have even reported fewer nighttime bathroom trips just by staying more hydrated throughout the day. It all starts with that first glass, not cold, not sugary, just clean warm water. Make it a ritual. Set it by your bedside. Add a slice of lemon if you like. This small act signals to your body that you're beginning the day with care, not chaos. And over time, your prostate and your entire system will thank you for it. Because healing doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes it's as simple as water. Drinking strong black coffee on an empty stomach. I understand for many people, coffee is a morning ritual, a comfort, even a non-negotiable part of their routine. That rich aroma, the warmth in your hands, the energy boost, it's a beloved habit. But here's the thing. Drinking strong black coffee on an empty stomach can silently work against your body, especially if you're over 50 and dealing with prostate concerns. When you drink coffee without any food in your system, the acid and caffeine hit your stomach lining hard. This can irritate your gut, causing acid reflux, bloating, and even long-term digestive sensitivity. But more importantly, it also spikes your cortisol, your stress hormone. Elevated cortisol first thing in the morning can lead to increased inflammation throughout the body, which over time may worsen prostate enlargement. Caffeine also acts as a stimulant for the bladder. It increases urine production and makes the bladder more sensitive. For men with an enlarged prostate, this means more urgency, more frequency, and more disruptive bathroom trips, especially in the morning when the bladder's already full. But you don't have to give up your coffee to protect your prostate. You just have to drink it smarter. Start your day with a glass of warm water first. Then if you must have your coffee, enjoy it after a light snack. Something gentle like a banana, a handful of nuts, or a slice of toast. This buffers the impact on your gut and calms your cortisol response. You can also consider switching to a lower acid coffee blend, or adding a splash of milk or plant-based cream to reduce irritation. These small shifts keep the joy of coffee while protecting the long-term health of your prostate and your peace of mind. Eating processed meats for breakfast. It's hard to resist the smell of sizzling bacon or a hearty sausage in the morning. For many, these are breakfast staples, comforting, familiar, and satisfying. But when it comes to prostate health, processed meats like bacon sausage and deli slices can quietly do more harm than good. These meats are often loaded with preservatives such as nitrates, high levels of sodium, and saturated fats. While they may boost flavor, these ingredients promote chronic inflammation, one of the key contributors to prostate enlargement. Over time, a diet heavy in processed meats can also disrupt hormonal balance, especially testosterone and estrogen levels, which play a crucial role in prostate function. Additionally, the high salt content in these foods can contribute to water retention and raise blood pressure, putting further strain on your kidneys and urinary system. This only increases discomfort, urinary urgency, and nighttime trips to the bathroom. For men with an enlarged prostate, instead of processed meats, try starting your day with prostate-friendly proteins, like boiled eggs, unsalted nuts, or plain Greek yogurt. These options are rich in nutrients, easy to digest, and support hormonal health. Without the inflammatory effects, a simple switch in your morning plate can lead to lasting comfort throughout the day. Lacking fiber in your breakfast. One of the most overlooked habits affecting prostate health is starting the day without enough fiber. Many typical breakfasts, white bread pastries, sugary cereals, are high in refined carbohydrates but low in dietary fiber. While they may provide a quick energy boost, they do little for your digestive health. In fact, they often slow it down. When your diet lacks fiber, constipation becomes more likely. And that's not just a gut issue, it's a prostate issue too. When your bowels are backed up, the accumulated waste presses directly against your bladder and prostate, especially in the lower pelvis. This added pressure can lead to symptoms like bloating, incomplete bladder emptying, urinary urgency, weak urine flow, and general pelvic discomfort. For men already dealing with an enlarged prostate, constipation makes everything feel worse, especially during the morning hours when both the bladder and bowel are naturally full. The good news: adding fiber is simple and natural. Start your day with oatmeal or whole grain toast. Sprinkle chia seeds or flax seeds into your yogurt. Add a handful of berries, sliced banana, or a few pieces of dried fruit to your breakfast bowl. These small additions not only ease digestion, but also help regulate bowel movements and reduce strain in the lower abdomen. A fiber-rich breakfast also helps balance blood sugar and keep you feeling full longer, reducing the temptation to snack on processed foods later in the day. Most importantly, it sets a healthy tone for your gut, your hormones, and your prostate. Remember, what supports your digestion also supports your prostate. Start with fiber and let your body thank you, one smooth morning at a time. Sitting too long after breakfast. It's tempting. You finish breakfast, pour a second cup of coffee, and settle into your favorite chair. Maybe you read the news, scroll through your phone, or turn on the TV. Before you know it, an hour or more has passed. While this may feel like a peaceful way to start the day, sitting too long, especially after a meal, can quietly impact your prostate health in ways you might not expect. Prolonged sitting restricts blood flow to the pelvic region. When you remain sedentary for long stretches, especially in the morning, it reduces oxygen and nutrient delivery to the tissues around your bladder and prostate. This can slow healing, increase pelvic congestion, and contribute to inflammation over time. For men with an enlarged prostate or chronic pelvic discomfort, sitting too long can also intensify pressure in the lower abdomen, worsen urinary symptoms, and lead to feelings of tightness or heaviness. But the solution is simple movement. You don't need an intense workout, just 10 minutes of gentle walking after breakfast. can help stimulate digestion, improve circulation, and relieve pelvic tension. Even light stretching or standing while doing chores can make a big difference. Try creating a morning routine that includes movement right after your meal. Walk around the block, water your garden, or do a few standing stretches. This helps your body transition from rest to activity naturally and gives your prostate the support it needs. Remember, your body thrives on motion. And your prostate, like every part of you, benefits when you choose activity over stillness, one intentional step at a time. Ignoring the morning urge to have a bowel movement. Many people wake up feeling the natural urge to have a bowel movement, and yet they ignore it. Maybe they're in a rush. Maybe they think I'll go later. But delaying this simple, natural process can quietly create a cascade of problems. For your prostate and overall pelvic health, your body is designed to eliminate waste in the morning. After hours of rest, your digestive system is ready to clear out what it processed overnight. When you hold in a bowel movement, that waste builds up in the colon. As the colon expands, it creates physical pressure on the bladder and prostate, two organs that sit closely in the lower pelvis. For men, especially those with an enlarged prostate, this added pressure can increase inflammation, worsen urinary symptoms like urgency or weak flow, and even contribute to chronic pelvic discomfort. Over time, ignoring the urge can also lead to constipation, which compounds the issue further. Establishing a consistent, relaxed morning bathroom routine is one of the simplest ways to protect your prostate. Make time for it, don't rush. Drink a glass of warm water when you wake up. Eat a fiber-rich breakfast. Give yourself a few minutes of quiet to let your body respond naturally. You can even try sitting in a squatting posture using a footstool under your feet to support more complete and gentle elimination. These small adjustments reduce straining and help relieve pressure from the prostate. Remember, your body communicates with you, especially in the morning. When it sends you a signal, respond with care. Because a healthy prostate starts with healthy elimination and honoring the rhythm your body already knows. Taking over-the-counter cold medicine without reading the label. When you're battling a cold, runny nose, congestion, sinus pressure, it's easy to reach for whatever over-the-counter remedy is on the shelf. Most people don't think twice. But if you're a man with prostate concerns, especially an enlarged prostate, some of these common medications can quietly make things worse. Many cold and allergy medicines contain decongestants like pseudoephedrine or phenylephrine. While these ingredients help shrink swollen nasal passages, they also constrict smooth muscle tissue, including the muscle around the bladder neck. For men with BPH, this tightening can interfere with urine flow, making it harder to start urinating, empty the bladder completely, or even feel relief after going. One of my patients ended up in the emergency room after taking just 3 cold pills over 2 days. He suddenly couldn't urinate at all, a condition called acute urinary retention, and required a catheter to relieve the pressure. This wasn't a rare reaction. It happens more often than people realize, especially in older men with existing prostate enlargement. That's why it's critical to always read the label before taking any medication. Even if it seems harmless, look for warnings related to urinary retention or prostate issues. If you're unsure, ask your doctor or pharmacist. For alternatives that are safer for men with BPH, there are non-decongestant cold remedies available, including saline sprays, antihistamines without urinary side effects, and herbal teas that relieve symptoms without causing tension in the pelvic region. Your prostate doesn't just respond to what you eat and drink. It responds to everything you put in your body. So treat even small pills with big respect. Read carefully, choose wisely, and when in doubt, ask. Skipping light movement in the morning. After a night of rest, your body needs more than just food or caffeine to truly wake up. It needs movement. Yet many men skip this important part of the morning routine. They go straight from bed to the breakfast table, then to a chair or car seat, spending the early hours of the day in stillness. What they may not realize is that light movement in the morning plays a powerful role in prostate health. Gentle activity helps your body detox by stimulating the lymphatic system, which clears out cellular waste. It also boosts circulation, ensuring that your pelvic region, including your prostate, receives fresh oxygen and nutrients. This improved blood flow supports natural healing and helps reduce inflammation, a key factor in conditions like BPH. Additionally, movement activates digestion. A short morning walk or a few minutes of light stretching encourages bowel activity, easing constipation and reducing pressure on the bladder and prostate. For men who experience morning urgency, weak urine flow, or pelvic tension, this simple habit can provide meaningful relief. You don't need a gym session or a long jog. Just 10 to 15 minutes of gentle walking, yoga, or standing stretches can reset your nervous system, Calm your mind and energize your body, no caffeine required. It's a natural wake-up call that aligns your body with its healthiest rhythm. Try stepping outside for a walk around the block, doing a few spinal twists or hip openers, or simply breathing deeply while reaching your arms overhead. These small, consistent movements build a foundation of resilience. Your body is made to move, and when you move with intention, your prostate responds with calm comfort and strength. Start light, start small, but most importantly, starting the day in a negative emotional state. Your emotional state in the first moments of the day sets the tone for everything that follows, including your prostate health. When you begin your morning feeling rushed, frustrated, regretful, or resentful, your body registers those emotions as stress. It doesn't distinguish between emotional stress and physical danger. To your nervous system, it's all the same, a signal to tighten, brace, and prepare for a threat. This triggers a cascade of physiological responses. Your pelvic muscles tense up, especially in the lower abdomen. Your heart rate rises and your urinary system becomes more sensitive. For men with an enlarged prostate or existing pelvic discomfort, this can mean increased urgency, more frequent trips to the bathroom, and a general sense of tightness that lingers throughout the day. But here's the good news. It only takes a small emotional shift to reverse that pattern. Something as simple as starting your morning with a word of gratitude, a deep breath, or even a gentle smile in the mirror can send a message of safety to your nervous system. That sense of calm ripples through your body, lowering cortisol levels, improving blood flow, and releasing pelvic tension. You don't have to pretend everything is perfect, but you can choose a more peaceful start. Try journaling a single positive thought. Listen to soft music. Step outside and notice the sky. These small rituals create emotional safety, which your prostate responds to with greater ease and comfort. Remember, the mind and body are deeply connected. Starting your day in a good emotional state isn't just about mood, it's about medicine. And the first dose is always free. Not watching your sodium intake in the morning. Most people don't realize how much hidden sodium sneaks into their breakfast. Foods like breakfast sandwiches, instant noodles, processed cheese sausages, and even store-bought baked goods often contain large amounts of salt, far more than what your body needs. And while the flavor may be satisfying, the long-term effects are quietly harmful, especially for your prostate. Excessive sodium causes your body to retain water, which increases blood pressure and puts added stress on your kidneys and bladder, two organs closely connected to prostate function. This strain can aggravate symptoms like urinary urgency, pelvic pressure, and swelling in the lower abdomen. For men with an enlarged prostate, even a moderate increase in sodium can lead to discomfort. High sodium intake also contributes to systemic inflammation, which is a major driver of prostate enlargement and urinary dysfunction over time. You may not feel it right away, but the impact builds quietly, meal after meal. That's why it's so important to read food labels, especially in the morning. When your body is most sensitive to what you put into it, aim for low-sodium options like fresh fruits, vegetables, unsalted nuts, oatmeal, or plain Greek yogurt. If you enjoy savory foods, season them with herbs, lemon juice, or a dash of olive oil. Instead of reaching for processed sauces or spreads, consider preparing simple breakfasts at home where you can control what goes into your meal. Even small adjustments can make a significant difference, like swapping processed cheese for avocado or choosing whole grain toast over prepackaged breakfast bars. Your prostate thrives in a low-inflammation, low-sodium environment, and every morning is a chance to choose foods that heal, not harm. Start with awareness, start with fresh. Avoiding natural sunlight in the morning. Morning sunlight is one of the most powerful and free health tools available to you. Just 10 to 15 minutes of gentle sun exposure can naturally boost your levels of vitamin D, a nutrient essential for hormonal balance, immune support, and prostate health. Yet many men begin their day indoors under artificial lights or behind closed curtains, or staring at screens, unknowingly missing this crucial reset for their body and mind. Low vitamin D levels have been linked to an increased risk of prostate enlargement and inflammation. Without enough sunlight, the body struggles to regulate testosterone and control cellular growth in the prostate. Over time, this can contribute to urinary symptoms, fatigue, and lowered mood. But the solution is beautifully simple. Step outside in the morning. Water your plants, take a slow walk. Sit quietly on the porch and let the sunlight touch your skin and eyes. This small act not only supports your prostate, it also sets your circadian rhythm, improves sleep, and uplifts your spirit. Now you see, this isn't a list of strict rules. It's an invitation to pause, to notice, and to choose again. A warm glass of water, a fiber-rich meal, and a few quiet minutes in the sun. These are more than just health tips. They're daily invitations to live with awareness, intention, and care. For one of the most overlooked parts of a man's body, the prostate, your prostate doesn't suddenly become a problem overnight. It responds quietly and gradually to the choices you make each day, especially the way you begin your morning. So don't wait for discomfort to be the wake-up call. Start now with simple, powerful actions. Drink a glass of warm water when you wake up. Choose fiber-rich whole foods that support your digestion and ease pressure on your lower body. Step outside and feel the sun, not just for your mood, but for the vitamin D your hormones rely on. Move your body even if just for 10 minutes to activate circulation and relieve pelvic tension. And take a deep breath. Because your emotional state matters too. Want to see how your habits are affecting you? Use a health tracker app. Logging your sleep, water intake, bowel movements, and urination can help you notice patterns and adjust naturally. No need for drastic change, just one habit at a time. I believe every man has the ability to become his own guardian. Each choice you make, no matter how small, is a step toward a more balanced, more comfortable life. So choose again, not out of fear, but from a place of strength and self-respect. Choose the first sip, the first breath, the first step. And as you do know this, you're not alone. I'm walking with you quietly, consistently, because prostate health isn't a destination. It's a practice, and your journey starts each morning right where you are.